here tonight with the game Banish the Snakes, which is a cooperative 1 to 6 player game from GMT. I just received my copy recently. I know they've been going out for the last month or so, but this is the first edition of the game, designed by Kevin McPartland and Jerry Shiles, with graphics by Terry Leeds. It is kind of recreating or simulating some of what happened in Ireland early 5th century and onward, with the different historical saints there. It's I haven't actually got to play it. I've set it up 3 times. This is my actually 4th time setting it up. I'm hoping I can get through a play tonight with you. That's why I chose this one. But we're gonna just set it to the side, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. But yeah, it's not too hard to get the game set up. Here, I'll just leave that there. We'll do that there, and go ahead and start talking about the game. But the game is here, and basically I'm going to be playing two-handed. You can play a single person, but in the a single saint, but in the explanation at the end, it says that you're going to miss out on some of the teamwork elements of the cooperative play. So I went ahead and chose 2. I'm guessing I could also do more than 2, but I chose Palladius and Patrick, who historically they did get a little bit confused. I know that there's some talk about Patrick the Elder and Patrick the Younger. I think that was because Palladius came first and did some stuff first, and so later writers got a little bit confused about what was going on there. So anyway, with all that, I'll explain what's going on in the board here, and we'll get going talking about the game. Again, let me know if you have any questions, or if you watch this later on, ask questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Hopefully I know more later. Like I said, this will be my first actual playthrough of the game. But right now, we have our map of Ireland. Here we have different people, and generally they are going to start with this negative number, and we'll talk about what those numbers are for all these here face up, except for, and I'm going to switch this one out, but that was, I'll show you real quick, that was a druid, and we're just going to shuffle that in there and pick a new druid, but I wanted to show what that was real quick. We're just going to put a druid down there because we don't know who the strength of the druid. So we have druids that are face down, and they are shown with the holly and leaf there. We have leaders. We have kings. We have the High King in over here in Tara, because again this is Ireland. And then we have the people, and the people are shown weakest to highest strength as far as how hard it is to convert them. We start with our Arthur, King of the Britons card here, because whoever that legend was based on would have come somewhat in a similar time. And why do we have Britons? Well, we have this kind of chart over here showing how paganism and the church are influencing that. So Scotland, Strathclyde, and England are going to become more pagan as the game goes along, and so we're going to advance this, and then we'll flip these markers over, and then when we do that, we'll include more cards into our deck up here, and this card will be part of our Scottish cards, so that when we have that card, it'll be the only time during the game where we actually move this marker backwards 1 space. So all that happening, we're going to be trying to do different things like build churches. We have level 0. Hey, Rich. Yeah, glad you could join me. This is the Banish the St. Patrick in Ireland. Level 0 churches, and level 1. And there is an extra amount of these given in the box, so you have to make sure you use the right amount. There's plenty of these, but you're limited to 6 level 1s, 4 level 2, and then only 1 level 3 cathedral in the game. And then we have dolems for when we fail at converting druids. Those are going to make it harder for us to do what we want to do out here. And then we have, it's supposed to be an opaque container, but I'm not going to look at it. Different chieftains, leaders that are going to come out in the game. There is a bishop marker to kind of keep track of who is the current player when you are playing with multiple people. And like I said, you can play up to 6. And they said actually in the rules that this game could play as many as you want, but it's unwieldy trying to get everybody around a board. That was their biggest thing that held them back in that. So what we're going to do is we'll just start playing the game and see how there is this kind of little blue marker here on that. We're going to compare our first card that we flip over here, which is going to be an epidemic is happening. So it says, any saint must lose 1 zeal. Oh, and that's something that's different too, because I'm playing with Palladius and Patrick. Palladius wasn't very effective, and so he starts kind of lower on his zeal track. If you lose all your zeal on a saint, then they die. You switch this over to the acolyte side. So you're still in the game, you're just not as effective. But I could lose an additional zeal here, or I could lose a zeal with Patrick. That's I'm gonna have Patrick lose 1 zeal, so that we don't get down into the 3 action points, because you can see underneath the zeal here. Maybe not. Let me see if I can zoom in here. But underneath here, this number coincides with how many action points they get. So they both still get 4 action points. We're not losing anything big there. So that's what's going on there. And I'm just going to have Patrick lose that so that we don't lose any action points right off the bat, because that would be bad. But because we're in the blue, so we look here, blue, fervent prayer provides a cure and no event happens with the epidemic. Prayer could bring healing, but after all, it is God's will. So if it lined up differently with the arrow here, because that's going to change each game, if it lined up differently, one of the other events could happen instead. But that's all that's going to happen there. And then we go into, and we'll use this to keep track of which saint we're playing on at the time. And so I'm going to play Palladius first. In fact, he has to be first. And he starts off, and I'm going to say this wrong probably, but I will try not to butcher names, and I apologize if I do. Oganacht, and this province down here. I don't know what this druid is. Like we said, it's going to have a strength. But what I can do, I have my actions here. They are draw and resolve an event card. We already did that. But then take actions, which include preparing. That's basically +1 to a conversion roll. And then you can convert versus druids, versus leaders, chief kings, and the high king, and versus people. Basically, you want to do this at the right time, only when you're really ready for it. Against the high king, the kings can be harder too, because they're always going to take the worst modifier that's out there, and that's kind of shown on this influence diagram here. They're going to take the worst number that's out there to, and so with a druid who hasn't shown up yet, that would mean that they get infinite, and we'll go back over here and I'll show you this. They get infinite negative modifiers to them, so it's automatically going to fail. This section here says automatically going to fail. So we don't want to go against a king yet. We're going to go probably against this druid. That probably makes the most sense, but it's like we're debating them. Early Roman Christianity, 5th century, we're debating them. You can move to a adjacent area, and then you can improve a church or build a new church, but you can only do that once per area that you're in. So I'd have to move like over here to do somewhere differently, but again, I can't do that until the druids are gone. And then I can give or take a card with another player in the area. And where we're going to get those cards? Well, we're going to get some Gifts of the Spirit later in the game. That's this deck that can be looked at anytime throughout the game, and they're going to just give you good things that you can do. But that's still an action to give or take a card, and then you have to be in the same area, and then finally make a relic, and that's flipping one of these grave markers to the other side. And then, and you really don't want to see this, but if it happens, it happens. You have a final effort, and we'll get to that if it happens. That's only if it, at the last zeal box, and there is a reminder of that here and here, and basically your saint's going to die after they make that final effort. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to prepare, like I'm debating this druid here. So I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to go down 1, 2 action points because I think there's a good chance these druids could be as strong as 6. So I'm going to prepare twice, 1, 2. So we know that my preparation currently is at +2. So I'll go, right now I would need a 6 because we don't know what it is. So I'll go 1, 2. We'll see what the actual number is. And it's a 4. Okay, so it's another 4 just like the one on the other. So it's 4 actually is where we start. And then we go 1, 2. So 2. So as long in this above here, I know it's small, and even if I zoomed in, it's hard to read it. But it says your die roll needs to be well, minimum roll number, failure and lose 1 zeal if it's less than this, or if it's equal, no effect, or if it's more, then I succeed in this. So I want, because we've gotten this to 2 because I prepared using 2 action points, I want to roll a minimum of a 2. It would be nice to roll the 3 or better, because if I roll the 3 or better, so I got a 2/3 chance, roll that, I got the 4. And because I did that, we're going to remove this druid, and it just goes back. Actually, let me check on that when we remove a druid. Now I don't remember. Remove the druid marker, but I don't know where it goes. I don't think it would go back here, but we'll just put it down here off to the side, and I'll check on that later. But the druid is removed. So now with, and that took me 1 point. Now with my last point, I could build a church, but I do have on my card here, it says Palladius can have 1 free build each turn and may move to Ugonacht for 1 action from anywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is first take advantage of my 1 free action and place a level 0 church there. And then, since I can't do another one in the same area, and it would be kind of, it would not be great to go against this. That's a 4. That'd be a 4 chieftain right now. Plus, it has infinite druid. There's no reason to go against that chieftain leader right now. So I'm going to move up here and maybe start helping Patrick out up there. So that's my first turn. That's my saint's first turn. His zeal stays where it's at. That was my last action point to move there. And we just move that back over there. So we can move action points back to 4. Pass turn. And then we go back to the beginning of the player actions, which again would just be to, well, first, usually this would go up to the discard pile, but because it's that Arthur, King of the Britons card, it's going to go onto our Scotland pile, because those will get mixed in later. This will go over here, it becomes our key card now. So now, whatever we flip, we're going to be pointing at that yellow event. So we flip the next card. This one is a oh, great. I have seen this card before, even though I didn't actually get to play. So the pagan religion responds to the Christian threat with renewed vigor, and the thing that's going to happen for the yellow area, so we line it up here, and yellow is in there. And so Druid success, I think that's where that's at. Let's see here. Yeah, for sure. Yellow area. So Druid success, place a face down Druid in an area of your choice with an empty Druid church box. Well, the good thing is I did build that church, so actually nothing's going to happen on that one. This could have been worse later on. But it also could have been better. If I got this when it was in the green, it would have removed the druid from the area that I'm in. And if it was in the blue, it would have removed one druid from the area I was in and one adjoining area of my choice. So that would have been nice, but not what happened. And so Patrick's going to take his turns. Patrick has a +1 to convert people. And so again, we have these people, and they're going to get modified by the druids and dolmen or the chief. The dolmen, basically they get modified by everything, I believe. I think I'm reading that right. Chiefs influence the people in the area, and blah 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 blah. I think I wish this was a little bit clearer. Like I'd rather have just a straight up number chart rather than this. But oh, it's just chiefs modify the people, I guess. Okay. But I can't. Let's see here. Okay, so we're up here, and don't know what that druid is. I could, I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Palladius. I'm going to prepare. So we're going to prepare twice, and I'm going to debate this druid. So this one is also a -4. So we start at 4 here, and then -2 is the 2, and then so we just need that 3 or higher. We got the 3, which is excellent. So that druid is removed. And with that removal, and his other special abilities may move any saint to his area for 1 action. Not a big deal right now, but for his last action, though, I could just do the same thing of building a church and not leave that space empty. I think that's a good idea. So far, looking pretty good. It probably won't continue going well in that way, but this goes up to the discard pile now, and then move this over, and so we're going to do another yellow one. See how that works out for us. So fasting works. Pater noster qui es in caelis sancta victor nomen tuum. So there's some Latin on the top. That's the flavor of text. Fasting works. Save this card. And yeah, we did need to come back to Palladius, not Patrick. Save this card. Discard it to reroll any die roll. That's nice. Save this card and tuck it upside down under your playmat. Flip it right side up to reroll any die roll. Discard it to reroll another die roll. Nice. Okay. So it's just a keeper card. No major bad event for me or Palladius at this time. I'm having trouble tucking the card though. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tuck the card, have that for a die roll. And right now I have all 4 of my action points, so I like that. I think I'll just do the same. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to prepare twice. That's working out well for me. And then we're going to debate this. Oh, okay. So as we debate him, he's a 5. So that, so we only go down to 3. So I need a 3 or higher. A 3 just for nothing to happen, and a 4. So it's 50-50 now. If I actually get to do it. Oh no! Our first failure. Okay, so failed, and with that failure, bad things happen. So I think we're gonna get a Dolem out here, which adds a -1, adds to the strength of paganism in the area. Let me make sure I don't forget anything else on that. If your attempt has failed, you lose 1 zeal. Okay, so we also lose 1 zeal. Move the marker on your zeal track down. Also, if you failed in your attempt to convert a druid, then place 1 active dolmen marker in the area. and it has revived the power of this ancient stone monument. I can remove that if I ever roll a 6 where there is an active dolmen. So, things to remember here. Okay, well, that was disappointing. It also means that Palladius is getting closer to dying. He's not very effective. He's about ready to go back to North Britain like he did historically and just not be great. So I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to move over here and then use this special power. So it took me one action to move over there. And then I'm going to use this special power to turn this from a level 0 church to a level 1 church. And there we have our first level 1 church, of which we can only do 6 in all of Ireland. So I gotta be aware of those. And that's I could have re-rolled. You know, I'm gonna save that until things get really dire with him. I think that's what I'm gonna do with that. And then we're gonna get back to Patrick, and this goes it stays there. And Banshees. The wailing of the Banshee spirit could foretell impending doom. Lose 1 zeal. All right, so Patrick is losing the zeal too, which is very unfortunate. Benefits of the level 1 church. They help us to roll better because as instead of rolling with that negative, the druid or the chieftain provides. Now we have a +1. It's a +1 on our rolling chart down here, and then a +2 if it's a level 2 church, and then of course the cathedral's a +3. All right, so Banshees, we lost the zeal. That just automatically happens here at the top. Let me see if I can. So that just happened up here at the top. And then the other thing that's going to happen is we're yellow. So place a face down druid in any area with an empty druid or church box. So the good thing is, again, we didn't have that. So that's okay for now. But Patrick has only 3 action points to spend because his zeal has gone down. Okay, so if I wanted to convert that chieftain there, he's going to be affected by the. We're going to have to go back over here. Sorry. Okay. So if I want to convert this chieftain here, he's going to get affected by the king in the area. So that would not be good because he'd be 3, 6. Even with studying, I'd only be down to 4. That's only 1 in 3 chance. That's not a great chance right now. I think. Oh, plus. Because this is in the province. So these don't affect him. But over here, that would affect him. So I could. Maybe I should go somewhere else. And. I could do the people. The people are going to just get affected by him. Because this would be a 2. Let's see here. This would be a 2. And if I studied 2, that's the automatic. But then the 1, 2, 3 for the chieftain. And then the 1 for the church. You know what? That's not a bad... It's not a bad roll, and that gets us closer to our goal. That's our goal, is getting as many of these people in the on the island converted as possible. That's our ultimate goal. So that would take me to, and then a yeah, I'm gonna try that because why not? That seems pretty good. So that'll take me 2 to study, and then 1 to do the conversion action, and we got it with that 3. So this 2 is going to get flipped over to the converted side with the little let me see if I can show you that there. That's that. Let me just show you. That is that. They have a little shamrock on that side, and now they have uh, I guess a little pasture or something um, on that side. Okay, so that was everything for Patrick. And now we're back to oh, let's do this in the right way though. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna do that. This goes up here. This is on green and blue, which is good. So let's see what we get. Druid ceremony. All right, Druid ceremony. It says the pagan religion attempts to respond to the Christian threat, and green means bad druid omens. Remove one druid from the area I am in. Well, that's unfortunate because the area I'm in doesn't have a druid. If I had stayed down here, we could have done that. But because I am up here on this half of the province, there's no druid there right now. So let me make sure that's right. I think that's right. I think it's areas and provinces. Areas in the province. Yeah, area. That's an area of the province. Okay, so nothing happens with that. Nothing bad happens, but it's not as good as it could have been if I was somewhere else. Okay, 3 actions. I'm going to take my free action and just, well, although, let's see. That's going to be hard to remove down there. I think I'm just going to, let's see. I'm going to move over 1. I'm going to, that was 1 action. I'm going to prepare 1 and debate this druid. And hopefully it's a low number. It's a 3. Okay, so 3 minus 1. I don't get any other bonuses. So right now I need a 3 or higher to convert this druid. All right, we got the 5. So that was lucky. That's good. That druid is gone. And then I can take my free build action to put a level 0 church there, which just basically blocks those druids from popping up again, which is a good thing for me. Okay. And then let's go back to Patrick. And Patrick is going to have a yellow event, which I'm not excited about. But it is what it is. So Patrick draws this one. Eager followers, a future saint among the followers. And search for a saint as above, or draw a random gift of the spirit card, keep the card. I'm going to do the draw a random gift of the spirit card and keep it. Is what I think I'm going to do. All right, we have Faithful Masons. It is 1 free build per turn. That's cool. And let's see here. I am running out of room. Only bad thing. Let's just put that here and we'll roll when we need it. All right, so there is that gift of the spirit card, Faithful Masons. And that was not bad. That means, well, but then this is a blue, so hopefully bad things won't happen next. We're on 3, so I should have 3 action points. Let's see. What? think I made a mistake here in setup. I think that this should have been over here, and this should be here, and this, because there's a number up here. Yeah, okay, that one's right. That one's right. That one, I need a different one here. I don't remember anything about those numbers, so let me make sure the leaders. D, F, oh no, just random. Okay, I don't know what those numbers are. I'm not sure what those. We'll live with that. Okay. So this leader get affected by this king here and Leinster, which would mean that that leader would be at 3, and I could. Oh, that's not where I'm at. Patrick's over here. That's right. So where could I do? I could just. Yeah, that one's bad because that one's a 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all I can prepare is. Oh wait, we're on Patrick. Still 3, 1, and then if I prepare twice, it's only out of 5. So yeah, that's not. I'm not doing that. Other options. I could just prepare twice again and get the +1 for that next person there. That's a 2. So it could, so if I did that, let's see, if I prepared twice and that person is a 2, that would put it there. Then the leader is a 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 for my innate ability. Again, I think that one might be worth it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of this. I'm gonna have to try to get rid of that druid over there anyway. So you know what? I could go down there, but Patrick is better at people than druids. So I'm gonna do what I just said I'm gonna do. So we need a 2 for nothing to happen and 3 or better to convert. And we did it. So there's another conversion. So that was a successful turn. And now it's back to Palladius with 3 action points. And here we go. St. Patrick drives the snakes out. There are no snakes in Ireland to this day, but did they represent druids? Remove 1 druid from any area of your choice. Well, that is an easy one for me. I'm going to remove the one. There we go. I'm going to remove this one here, that -5 one that was causing me trouble and I was trying to figure out. And that is very helpful. And this one is a blue card too. Cool. Liking how that went. And now Palladius is going to go back over here. Is there another way to remove the dolmen besides rolling a 6? I think what I'm going to do before I move is I'm going to upgrade this church to a 1. Because there's a lot of people there. There's 5 people there. So we're going to need that. And then that was my first action. My second action will be to move over here. And my free action here will be to put a level 0 church so that doesn't get messed up. And the dolmen, let's see, with the dolmen, do I have to do anything? Is there any way besides rolling a 6 to remove that? I don't think so. I think that's the only way. Okay, key terms, index, dolmen. The ancient stone monuments with burial ceremonial significance can revive their power during the course of the game. Dolmens provide a negative modifier to all convert attempts in their area and affect game and victory points. All right, so that's that. Nothing I can do about it right now. I think, though, I have one action left. I could, I could try to convert this person who's a 1. So if I did that, and then the 3, 1, 2, 3 for the, and then I have my roll. That seems like kind of a waste of a roll. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my last action to move down here to Osrish. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. And then it's back to Patrick. And we see what Patrick's going to do. Patrick is now the son of a chieftain converts to Christianity. Benignus of Armagh converts. These things, the different ways this could go are: Dad is angry, Dad is not impressed, Dad also converts, or Dad and neighbor also convert, which is actually what we're on because we're on the blue one here. So Dad and neighbor also convert. Flip it. Need 2 adjacent chiefs to their Christian sides. Wow, that's any 2 adjacent chiefs to their Christian side. So this could be any of these chiefs that are a higher number. I think the best use of that would be to go up here and go 4 and 3. Oh, that guy's not helpful. So when you flip them to their Christian sides, they also have a modifier. And some are just, they're kind of complacent. Like this guy, oh, sorry, I didn't show you where I did that at. But I did this. This was a 4 and this was a 3. And now it's a positive 3 for conversion. And this one is a 0. So that guy's kind of complacent. And this one is very excited. But that kind of gives me a path forward on where converting might be good. So I think what we're going to do, we have 3 actions. I'm going to move 1. And I think, so that was 1. And then I'm going to, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to, Actually, I can, he also has a power, may move any seat to his area for 1 action. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move Palladius up here. That was an action. And then I think my last action, I'm going to, I'm going to have him move over 1 more to here. Well, he's better at converting people, but you know what? Palladius is going to try. Yep, so he's going to move over here. Are the chieftains placed right? Yeah, that's what I was checking on. I don't know what this. There's a little number here, like 3, 5 to 6, 5 to 6, so forth. I don't know what. I don't remember seeing what that number is. I'm obviously missing something from the rule book, but they are. It says that they're placed randomly in the setup. So it's totally possible I missed something related to these numbers here. But as far as what it says in the setup that I just checked, it says that they're placed randomly. Okay. Oh, I wonder if it's just random that you're not looking at what the backside is. That might be. Place all the leader markers in an opaque container. Place a leader in all the chief boxes on the board, all pagan side up without looking at the other side. Yeah, it's just randomly. So I don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna. So that was a 4 and a 3. So this should be a 5. I think that could have been written a little bit better, but I'm gonna pretend that that's what that red number means there, because it's a red number on their pagan side. So, or maybe. Oh, but I can't even find a. Let's see here. I can't even find a 5 to 6. So I don't know. You know what? It might come up in scoring. Maybe that's where that comes up at the end. 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 1 through 4, 1, 2. I'm not sure what that is. This might just be a learn to play first play for me. Okay. All right. So Patrick moved. That was the end of his turn. And then it's back to Palladius. And this should be a decent turn. And we have a Saint. This one goes into the deck. And so what do we do with the Saint? The new things, Saint. I know. Oh, levels of play. The game setup described at the beginning of these rules is for standard. You may wish to try. So there might be a different way to set up too. Okay. What do I do for a Saint card? Let's see here. Event card, Saints. Do they just join us? I think they join us, and then if +1 to convert people and 1 free build each turn. With that, I think most of the rules are pretty clear. I could use a couple clarifications. Oh, here we go. Yep, they join us. Figure 3. Their abilities cannot be used until they become your active Saint. So they are only they have no colored arrow. Instead of playing these, tuck these under your player mat. When playing 4 to 6, only 2 keeper cards can be saved. Solitaire allows you to save 3. So basically, I can switch out who my active Saint is, but I don't remember where that action is. Death. So we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Okay. He's not dead yet. He still has things to do. And with that, I'm going to try to do some converting. So because I have my my card to let me re-roll. So I'm going to prepare twice, and then debate this one. Oh, it's a 5. Okay, so we put it at 5. Take it down 2 times for the, and so I need to get a 4 or higher. I got a 3. I'm going to use my card first time, and then I can discard it to roll one more time. Another 3, bad luck, and I'm going to discard it. And 4, there it is. Okay, so we got this druid out of the way, and he's going to use his free action to place a level 0 church there. That was not a bad turn. I'm okay with that, even though I had to re-roll a couple times. Because he didn't lose any zeal, he didn't fail, and now we go back to... And we keep this at the green level too. Dry spell. This is a interesting card. Oops. Dry spell. Prayers would attempt to respond to the vagaries of the weather. That's a weird sentence. Prayers would attempt to respond to the vagaries of the weather. I don't think petitioners would attempt to respond to the vagaries of the weather. Okay. Dry spell, and it says in the green area, prayers bring relief. Flip any one pagan people from the area you are in to its Christian flock side. So I'm obviously gonna flip the 4, the strongest one in that area. That was good, but the problem is we're gonna get an orange event next. So, okay, with that, I have to make some decisions for Patrick, and he has 3 action points to spend. I think what he wants to do first is find out what this druid is, even though that could be bad. Or, let's see, we do have a neutral, you know what, we're going to prepare once, and we're going to try to convert that person because we have a neutral chieftain in the area right now. So that puts us at 2, and then we'll roll for this level 3. And there we go, we got a 6. It's too bad that wasn't down here to remove the dolmen. But there we go. Only one person in that area is... Oh, no, I can't do that. That's wrong. Because the druid's there. Because... Okay, so just ignore that. And we'll prepare twice. And go to debate this druid, who is a 2. Okay, so it's a 2. And we prepared twice. So we have an automatic success anyway. Because the 2 preparation, debate the druid, and the druid is removed. And then we have this card, don't forget the Faithful Masons, for 1 free build per turn. So we will use that to do a level 0 church there to block the druids from popping back up again. So that was a good turn for Patrick too. And we go back to Palladius, but I don't think this is going to be a good turn for Palladius because we know that this is going to be an orange event. Orange and red are the bad ones for... Oh, well, that's lucky now. Now we have Columba, Abbot of Iona. It says 1 free build each turn, but that's a special ability when it's the active one. Anytime after it has turned pagan, you may place Columba in Scotland. You may remove him to cancel the effect of any later card from Scotland. So that's Columba. And you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use, so we have 3 actions for Palladius. And I think the first one I'm going to do is give that card to Patrick in case he loses zeal and we need an active saint up there instead of an acolyte. And then, so that was 1 action. The second action, I'm going to improve this church for free to a level 1. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. I want to do that down here because there's four people down there. So not going to do that. I'm going to move down here. I'm going to, so that's 2 actions. The last action, I'm going to, what could I do? I don't want to fail. So I don't know if I want to take this on. I could, you know, I could just take that as my action before I leave here. I am going to improve that one. Do a level 1 church. And then okay, so going backwards. Normally Palladius is not good at conversions, but we already have a +3 chieftain here. We did the free thing. Okay, so we gave a card, that was 1, 2 actions left. I'm going to so gave a card, 2 actions left. Free action to build. And then I'm going to try to convert this level 2 pagan. And I could have just, and I'm just going to prepare before I do that to make it a 1. So anything but a 1 will mean this is successful. It was a 1, but the good thing is it's not a failure. It's just nothing happens. Oh, but we have a level 1 church there. So never mind. Actually, it was an automatic success. So we just get it. That's right. So flip it to that side. I forgot that I had done the church first, but that's the right thing to do. Move back to Patrick's turn. Patrick is going to flip this card. All right, and this card is going to be bad for us because it is the fall of Rome. The Western Empire falls. King Odoacer deposes the last emperor. So the Germanic tribes have come down. And that just happens where we're going to... Scotland is now pagan. We flip this, and that means we take this deck over here, and we shuffle it into our event deck. So we took the Scotland deck from here. After we advanced this marker down to here, we flipped this marker over, and now we have new cards put into the event deck that are not going to be as friendly to us overall. The Scotland cards. Although there is that one Arthur, King of the Britons card in there too. All right. And 3 actions for Patrick. Patrick is going to do something. What is Patrick going to do? Patrick is going to prepare. He's going to prepare. Yeah, he's going to prepare twice and try to do this level 3. So 1, 2, and he gets a +1. So it's an automatic success. And that's his last action, though. It's still an action. And he does have a free build, but I'm not going to use that there because we have to be careful where we place that. And I only have 3 of the level 1 churches left at this point. So after I do I could upgrade that to a level 2 church there, and then I would have another one available for him to do there. But I don't think I need to. I think you can get that last one there pretty easily. There's just one person left in that area that's pagan. So that's his turn. Back to Palladius, who has lived longer than I expected him to by a lot. 3 actions. But we're likely to get something bad here with this red event coming up. Okay. The event is divine intervention. God is on your side, but his will be done. It says in the red, it says not divine after all, no event. Even the orange one is good. You may take any card from the discard pile and shuffle it into the deck. Yellow is you may take a card from the discard pile and play it at the green level or keep it if it can be kept. Green and blue are you may take any card from the discard pile, play it at the blue level, or keep it if it can be kept, or take a random gift of the spirit card. That would have been nice, but no. The fall of Rome just happened, so we're not going to get to enjoy that. So we are back to Palladius. Palladius is going to he's going to take his free action, and he is going to upgrade this to a level 2 church. This will be the level 2 church for Northern Ireland up here in Ergiala. And I will go back here so you can see a little more. Oh, I forgot. And the people are affected by the chief. These should be easy now. Okay, because we have a church and we have a chieftain who's very excited. So yeah, I'm going to do a conversion attempt here on this 4. So it's 4 plus 3, 1, 2, 3 for the chief plus the 2 for the church. It's an automatic success. So this is 1. And then we're going to do another one. That's the second action. And that one is also an automatic success because 4 plus the 3 for the chief plus the 2 for the church. So that is good. Northern Ireland is going well right now. And then for the final action, then he is going to move over here to Ulaid. I don't know how to say that. And that's his turn. We go back to Patrick, who's going to have 3 actions, but something good should happen because this is a blue event down here. Prayer works. And more in nomen Patris et Filii Spiritus Sancti. Amen. In the name of the Father, Spirit, and Son. Amen. Okay. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. All right. Save this card. Save this card and tuck it upside down under your player mat. Flip it right side up to reroll any die. It's that get a free 2 free die rolls. Cool. Nice. Well, Patrick is going to, let's see here. The last person there is a 3. So he's going to just try to convert at +1 because this is a 2. Yeah, because we have that reroll. Why not? Why not? Might not be the... No, he's going to study. And if we study one more, it's just automatic. So he's just going to study. That's what he's making very convincing arguments. And this last person is converted. So now all this area... Oh, I keep forgetting to show over here. But now all this area here and all this area here has been converted, which is doing pretty well. And I don't need to build anything else there. I'm not going to. I wish he had one more action still because I would like to move him. But not going to worry about that right now. Okay. So back to Palladius. And this one is, it says, furry spirit creatures that can shapeshift to cause mischief. The Puka visits. Any one saint must lose 1 zeal. Well, you know what? I am going to make that be, because I think we're going to need the +1 convert people. I'm going to make that be Palladius, which is, well, it's fine. We still have 3 actions for now. So that happens for sure. It's a good thing, but down here, blue, remove 1 people in your area and replace it with new pagan people. Okay, so we do have to do that. And I'm going, well, it doesn't matter. These are all 5s. So I'm going to take a 5, remove it, and just grab a random one down here. I don't care. It's a 6. It's worse. Okay. Of course it is. Well, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to take one of his abilities is to just move with one action back to Oganacht and go back there. And that's what he's going to do. And then he's going to take a free action to up this church to level 1. And then he's going to prepare, which then will allow him to use the last action to auto convert this person down here in this area. And I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning, but he gets one in his area because he's been at work before the game is started. He gets one that is already flipped at the beginning. So there's only 2 left down here to do, and they're a 2 and a 3. I wish that was the case up here, but it's not. So that is Palladius's turn. Go back to Patrick, and we're going to get a yellow event coming. So let's find out what that is. Patrick is going to get... Oh, pagan armies expand their grip on Great Britain. The Angles attack. Advance paganism in Great Britain by 2 squares. And 1. First of all, Strathclyde is going to become pagan. Actually, let's go over here so you can see that. Yep. So Strathclyde is now pagan. And then we go down here. We're going to grab this deck here. And put that into the deck too. So worse things are happening. It's the game is working against us, unsurprisingly. I mean, that's the way it should be, right? There should be some difficult things happening in the co-op game. So, all right. 3 action points for Patrick. And the worst part about this is just like with the Fall of Rome, our next event is going to be a red event too. So be it. That's how it is. Okay. Well, what can Patrick do? I think he's going to have to move twice and get over here and try to work on all this. But he's not good at converting druids. But I do have a reroll. I don't know if there's, or he could go down here. I think he wants to go down here. That's what he wants to do. So we're going to move 1. That's his first action. And let's see. If we went against this one, it'd be 4, 3. He could prepare, but then the leader who's there would add this back to 5. Again, that's not good. So but there's the church there too. So I think the last thing he's going to do actually is he's going to and he has a free build. Okay, that's what he's going to do. We're going to that's a hard choice. But yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to upgrade that one to a level 2 church with the Faithful Masons. And then so 2. And then he's going to prepare, and then he's going to debate that. So 4, and then we get the +2 for the church, +1 for his automatic, and the 1 for preparing. So it would be an auto, but then the chieftain adds 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have to have a 3 for nothing to happen and a 4 or better to get the last person in this area. We got a 6, which is cool. Gets that one over there. So that's good. All right. That was Patrick's turn, and now we're going to have something bad happen to Palladius. And Palladius. Well, that's as good as it could be. Brendan the Navigator has come up. +1 to convert druids. May move to any other area in Ireland for a single action. But there's the card. Kind of cool artwork on that one. Brendan the Navigator. All right. And then, all right, 3 actions still for Palladius. I really thought he was gonna start dying. He's gonna use his 1 free build action to do the same thing. Put a level. Oh no! I don't think we need that. No, we're gonna keep it at a level 1 because. Okay. This person is a 2. If he prepared twice, I bring it down to 0 plus the 4, the 3. Maybe he does want to. You know what? He's going to risk it. He needs a 3 for nothing to happen, and 3 for nothing to happen, and 4 or better. Well, 3 nothing happened. He's not very good at talking, and nothing happened. But that's the end of his turn. And now we return to Patrick, who still has 3 actions, and Patrick might have something bad happen. Okay, this one is local skirmishes. Skirmishing with your neighbors was a constant occurrence. Local skirmishings lose 1 zeal. Boo, hiss. Okay, lose 1 zeal. Remove a church from the area you are in, if any. That's bad. Okay, it just destroyed the church. And then successful skirmish. Remove the current High King. Promote the chief in the area you are in to High King and replace the chief. All right, interesting. Okay, so the High King is gone. Not a big deal because he was -4 pagan and wouldn't have been a super strong Christian either because he's got a +1 on that side. All right, so that High King is gone. And the promote the chief from the area you are in to High King. Okay, so the chief here is now High King. We don't know what the other side there is, but now we grab one of these without looking at the other side. Same, -3. Okay, and with that, well, I haven't even done anything yet, and that was an interesting turn. We're going to take our free build action and put a level 0 church there so that druids can't pop back in there. And I haven't tried to replace a king. The king looks at the worst thing in the province right now. That would be Dolmens. Let me check that. Before you try to convert a king, make sure you account for the High King's influence. Oh, okay, so that would... then each king has influence over the 2 chiefs in their province, and finally the chiefs have influence over the people. So I haven't quite figured out how to do this the way I want yet. I guess what I want to do is move down here, and then let's see. I'm going to study once, and then I'm going to try against this 1 here. So that takes us to 0, but the chief raises it to 3, but then Patrick has his +1, and there's also the dolman. So takes us all the way back to 3, because it's, okay, because it's 1, studied for 1, 3 for the chief, 1 for the dolman, and then Patrick's +1. Okay, yep. So I need a 3 for nothing to happen 4 or higher to succeed in this conversion here. And I do have a way to roll again. Oh, 2. I think I need to use that. I'm going to use it. I like Patrick's ability, so I'm going to flip this. Oh, a 1. I'm going to discard that and hope that I get at least a 3. Oh, no. Okay. So he is now at 2 zeal, which is unfortunate. What else happened? That wasn't a druid, so I don't think anything else happens. Your conversion attempts to fail. You lose 1 zeal. Move the marker on your Saint Seal track down. It wasn't a druid. Nothing else happens. Okay, that is that. That was a spectacularly terrible turn for Patrick. And you know what I should have done first is I meant to have my 1 free build to make that church, and I would have succeeded. But I forgot to use my Faithful Masons. So that's unfortunate, but it is what I did, so I'm not going to change it. Yep, back to Palladius, who should have a better turn. This is hilarious that Palladius, who was not very good at what he did, is doing better than Patrick. Oh, but here we go. The Picts are going to attack. Here's that card. The Picts are attacking. Pagan armies expand their grip on Great Britain. Advanced paganism in Great Britain by 1 square. And so we go down here. But England is still Christian at this point. We haven't reached that yet on this track. So, all right. The bad thing, though, is our next one is going to be an orange. So, 3 actions for Palladius. Palladius is actually doing decent at converting. He's going to study twice and then try to convert. And he's got a +1 to that due to the church here. And but then that's going to be, wait, okay, so is it 2 and then studied twice. One, two, three, 4 for the chieftain, and then back 1 for the church to be at 3 finally. Okay, so 3, nothing happens. 4 or higher, conversion. Oh, there we go. Bad things. He failed and lost his zeal. So they're both doing kind of terribly. They're very discouraged. Okay. Back to Patrick. So final effort. Let's look at final effort. I haven't done final effort. Only if at last zeal. How does final effort? We haven't done that before because they haven't. If your Saint Zeal is in a box labeled may make final effort, you may spend 1 action to make 1 final effort. This is similar to prepare evangelize action, except that the convert and temp slider is moved 2 boxes. Also, your saint will lose 1 zeal in effort, and therefore your saint dies. So I think I want that to happen. I think I want to do that. But first, he's got 2 actions. So the first action, I think the very first thing is he's going to remember to use his free action and upgrade this here with that card. And then he's going to prepare. And then he's going to make a final effort. Although, do I need to? Let's see here, because we have a 2, and that's a 1. So let's check this before I make a mistake. So 1, we're going to get a -1. but then we're going to get a +2, but then we're going to get a 3. 1, 2, 3. I think he makes the final effort just to make sure that this conversion happens, because this we need anything better than a 1. And then he's going to die of being tired and being like Luke in Star Wars. St. Patrick the Jedi. All right. Yeah, that's what we're doing. He's going to make a final effort. And but he needed one more. So it's actually here because he can't study and do that because of where he's at. So he makes the final effort and then he's gonna do his. Okay, so we need a 2 or higher. We got a 3. So it does happen. That conversion happens, but death has happened. So let's walk through death. Your death. When your Saint Zeal reaches the last box marked with a Celtic cross and no number, your Saint has died. They are martyrs. Remove the Saint card from the game. Place a randomly selected grave marker in your area. Okay, we have some random. So there is a random grave marker there, which kind of balances out the dolmen there. And while you were taking actions, your turn's now over if your Saint died because of an event. If the Saint has a keeper card Saint, move it up to the place active Saint card here. So Columba is up here now, and Patrick is gone. So Columba has the 1 free build action. So he's got 2 different free build actions. He might be giving that. I think these have to be keeper cards. So he might end up giving that to Palladius. But Palladius is probably going to, but let's see here. Then he also might be getting rid of it. Yeah, Gift of the Spirit cards are keeper cards, so that's good to know. Okay. Other keeper cards are left in place. Except some Gift of the Spirit cards which say that they would be removed. Move your Zeal marker to the square marked all the way left. So we have full Zeal now. And there's Palladius. And okay. Action part marker back on the 4. Your new active Saint will have different special abilities. Note that while keeper cards are tucked under the player mat, they are considered merely followers. And Columba is an action. At any time after his turn pagan, you may place Columba in Scotland. Oh, I forgot about that. You may remove him to cancel the effects of any later card from. Oh well, that's okay. Where is everyone watching from? Yeah, good question. Where is everyone? There's several people watching now. I'm curious about that too. Hopefully nobody from Ireland. Oh, in terms of, I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing things, which I'm sure I am. Okay, place your action point marker on the 4 square. Note they may not use their abilities. Okay. If I didn't have that, it would have become an acolyte, and we would have flipped that over. Acolytes are not good. They're not great. And I'm in Cincinnati, if you're watching and don't know that. If you acquire a keeper card Saint, immediately flip over a player mat and place the new Saint card in the plate. So you can still flip back to the other side if you get that. And now either way, we're back to Palladius, who's probably going to die. I would think so. I might make him die by choices I do. I keep pushing these up. There we go. Okay, so Palladius has to resolve the current card, though. So let's find out. And here we go. Oops. There we go. Notable harvest. Prayer was expected to increase nature's bounty. This is on orange. This is not good, though, because orange and red are the same on this card. Notable harvest. Famine, remove one people from the area you are in and each adjoining area. Replace them with new pagan people. Any saints lose one zeal. If a flock is removed from their area, place a druid in any affected area without a church. Okay, so let's follow this. So remove one people from the area you are in and each adjoining area. So I have to remove some of my people and put a pagan person there. Okay, that's a 4, of course. And then also each adjoining, so here and here, and I don't have any people here. Okay, so here, my, of course, the one person there, and even better for them, not for me. So what I had to do was I had to take one from here. That was one of mine. Now it's a negative 4. I took my one from here, and then a negative 6 showed up, and nothing happened here because they're all pagans there. This harvest did not help my cause out at all. And did I remember to lose the zeal? Because I think that's what any saints lose one zeal. Okay, so Palladius just died. He just fell over and died. And that is Palladius. He's gone. That's the end of the turn. As soon as we, so I can either be Bridget or Brendan. So let's take a look at what they do, and then it'll be the end of this saint's turn. Oh, I do get to put out a marker, a monument there. +1 to convert druids. I kind of need that over here. May move to another area in Ireland for 1 action. +1 to convert people. That's probably the better one for what I need right now. And 1 free build each. That's definitely the better one right now. Okay, so we're going to do Bridget. Bridget is our new saint. And okay. And I could. Okay, so we're going to reset all this. And that's the end of that turn. The problem with that, of course, is that the game continues on, not caring what I'm doing in that way. And we move this over, but it's going to be a green event this time at least. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be Saxon's attack. Advance paganism in Great Britain by 2 squares is what just happened. Okay, so we're going to go 1. We're going to flip this to the pagan side. We're going to shuffle these into the deck. Now all the Scotland, Strathclyde, and England cards are now mixed in, which is just bad, bad, bad news for me and what I'm trying to do. And then this moves down 1 more. So we're only 1, 2, oh, I didn't see this before. This was kind of hard to see before. I actually shuffled the Strathclyde ones in too soon. And England should not be in yet. There's something written here. I didn't see that before because it's a different color. All right, so I'm going to take out the England ones. I might have made the game harder on myself by accident. I probably did. So I got to find my England cards. From Scotland. That's interesting that these are different spots than the ones that are right next to there. Oh well. From England. And from England. And from it. Okay, now we can shuffle it. Okay, so I made the game harder on myself unnecessarily. That's okay. First play. I still have to find out what those little numbers are on the board, so I'll probably be playing this one again. All right. But now Columba, Abbot of Ionia, is going to do Columba's thing. And Columba is going to, oh, I should have put Columba down when, I'm just going to go back where that happened at. So I have a +2, I have a +1 with that. We're going to go back to trying to convert here. Okay, so right now we're at 2 plus the 3 for the chieftain plus minus 2 for the church plus, and it balances out with the dolmen and the relic. So I could flip that relic. I think I want to do that. I think I want to flip the relic. Flipping the relic, or flip the grave marker. That was very worth it because that gives me a net gain 1, and then I'm gonna study once, and then I'll do the evangelization. And nothing happens because I got a 1. I could try again. If I tried again, it would, you know what? No, I don't want to build my only cathedral there, I don't think. I think I'm going to save that for over here. So my last action, I'm going to move over here with Columba. And he gets 1 free build per turn. So I'm going to upgrade that to a level 2 church. And yeah, with that, Columba's done. We go back to here. It's going to be our red event, which is not a good thing. But it's Finian, Abbot of Glonard. Finian is +1 to convert people. 1 time in the game, you may search the draw pile and add 1 saint to your keeper cards. That's pretty good. All right, but we're at Brigid right now. And Brigid needs to finish the job that Palladius started down here. So I think the first thing Brigid is going to do is flip this, try to find a good relic. She did. She found a great relic, a +3. And with that, she's going to try a convert action. So we have a 2 here, plus the 4 for the 1, 2, 3, 4 for the chieftain. But then we have a 3 for the relic, 1, 2, 3. And so if she studies, she's going to twice. Then this will go down to 1. So anything but a 1, and she succeeds. And we got a 6, which is cool. So I wish it was up here to get rid of that, but we are on our way to converting Oganacht down to here. And back to Columba with a red event coming up. We know that. Human sacrifice. Yes, this was a thing in Ireland. Pagan Ireland. Okay. So human sacrifice says on the red, Druid revival. Select 1 church and remove it. Place a face down druid in its place. I know where I want that to be at. It's going to be up here. Up here where it doesn't matter. So we're going to put a druid up there out in Northern Ireland. And don't know what it is, but that's okay. All right. And now Columba is going to turn this into, whoa, throwing stuff. Okay. Turn this into a level, there we go. Too much stuff going on. Level 3 church, the 1 cathedral is going to be right here. That's our only cathedral on the board. And is going to try to convert the chieftain first, actually. All right, so we have 4 action points. That was a free action based on his abilities. And so he's going to, let's see, the chieftain plus the king is, the chieftain's at a 1 plus the 2 for the That plus the 3 for the church is that automatic success. So the chief, let's see if this is a good chieftain. I hope it's a good chieftain. Nope, of course not. But that took one to do that. That's really, oh well, at least it's not negative now. And then he's going to study twice, 2, and so this is a 2 automatic success again on this one. Last action, just do this conversion and get that area going. And we're done there. And we're going to have another red event, though. That's the bad thing. And convocation. Time to coordinate our efforts. It says mandatory meeting. Move all saints into the same area that you are in. Okay, I don't hate that. That could be worse. And then our next event's going to be a green event. That could have been a lot worse. But it is Bridget, and she has +1 to convert and 1 free build each turn. So there's nothing I can do with that. But we are going to use the convert. So let's go against the 3. 3 plus the 3 for the church is automatic. So that just takes, she starts at 4. So there's one conversion. And then she's going to, let's see, next one. She's going to study 2 for the next one. 1, 2. So 5 plus the 3 for the church. Plus she studied twice, another automatic conversion for a 5. Plus she has a +1 on her thing. So she was very helpful. That actually didn't hurt at all. And I like how that went. And now we're back to, that could have been a way, way worse turn. So back to Columba with his free build action, which I can't really take advantage of right now. But with the cathedral being there, that might be fine. Yeah, this is going fine. So Columba is 4, but first we have to find out what our next event is, which is all other saints in the same area with you must be relocated to other areas chosen by that player. They may go to the same or other areas. Discord among the saints. You or another saint in your area must lose 1 zeal. Okay. Sure. Columba's going to lose 1. So all those saints in the same area with you must be relocated to other areas. Where, she's gonna come over here, I think. Yep, that's where Bridget's going. Okay. The people of God squabble amongst themselves is what that card's flavor text says. Okay. So Columba has 4 action points still, even though he lost his zeal. He's going to try to convert this 6. So 6, the 3 for the cathedral, 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to study twice, 1, 2. And so that'll bring it down to 2. So anything but a 1. It was a 1, so nothing happens. You know what? We're running out of time. So it's 6 minus 1, 2, 3 for the cathedral. That was that. He's going to try it because we got a 50-50 chance. I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world. There we go, 6. And with that, his last action gets this 6, gets closer to converting that region or that area. And it's back to Bridget. Bridget sees what the event is, and it is dynamic congregation. Pick any new converts, spread the good news to their neighbors. Pick any area with 2 or more Christian flock, and flip any 1 pagan people in the area to its Christian side. I wish. Oh wait, we do have the 2 down here. flipping one pagan people to, so we could do the 4 here, or we could just do the 6 and then we won't have to worry about it. Or we could do the 3 and be done there. I kind of think I just want to do the 6 and be done with that area. That's what I'm going to do. That was nice. And then she is going to try against this 2. That's where we're going to start. Okay, so there's a 2, and that's a level 2 church, so automatic at this point, but then the dolmen, but then automatic because of the relic. So there's 1 action to convert the 2. Because this is -1, this is a +2. I should roll just in case, just see if I get the 6, just to get rid of the dolmen. I want that dolmen out of here. For what I'm doing there. Okay, so she's going to do the same thing. There is a 3. So 2 for the church, -1 for the dolmen. Oh, that was not automatic. I should go back. What was that? That roll was a 3. Because that person was a 2. So 2. 2 plus the 3 for the I forgot about the chieftain here. 3 for the chieftain. And 2 plus 3 for the chieftain. Plus 2 for the relic. Minus 1 for the dolmen. Plus 2 for the church. We got a 3. We're fine. Okay. That was fine. But now more interesting things happen. Okay, we're going to study. We're going to study twice. And try for the chieftain. Let's see what that would be. 7 minus 2 for the church, minus 2 for the relic, plus 1 for the dolmen. Yeah, if we roll a 3 or higher, we get the chieftains. I think that's a good one to do. And a 6, and we remove the dolmen, which is perfect. Okay, the dolmen is removed. The chieftain is switched. Let's have a good number here. A +2. Perfect. And that is the end of Bridget's turn. She does get a free build, but there's nothing to build there that would help out. So I think what I need to go do is convert the High King over here with Columba. So to convert, what affects the High King? I need to deal with this druid first. Okay. There we go. A blue event. Groans of the Britons rejected. Appeal for Roman military assistance falls on deaf ears. It's this card. Advanced paganism in Great Britain by 1 square. Now England is pagan. Now we finally shuffle those in. And it's going to be an orange event next time. All right, now the game wants to finish us off, which sounds about right. Now that I'm feeling encouraged. So I think it is the time to go after the High King. Okay, so I'm going to move. I have 4 action points still. I'm going to move down to here with Columba. Columba is going to study 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And find out. Oh, that was good because okay, so we have 6. 1, 2, 3. And just roll for it to try to hopefully get a good win in this debate against the druid. Does not, so loses the zeal. And because that's a druid, we get a dolmen here, which is the worst possible thing that could have happened there. Yeah. And that's the end of Columba's turn. I was hoping to, even like a 5 druid would have been fine, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay. Back to Bridget Bridget is going to have an orange event, which is not going to be good. But it's Ibar, Bishop of Begarin. +1 to convert druids and +1 to convert leaders. You know what? She's actually going to, as her first action, she's going to give that card to Columba, because if we can not convert the druid over there, then Columba can just become Ibar. I think that's what will happen. Okay, so that was her first action. For her second action, she's going to study twice. And then we have a +2 now because of this chieftain. I don't know if I even need to study. Maybe I don't need to study twice, because we have 2 for the relic, 2 for the converted chieftain. So that's 4, and 3, which automatically gives us. So all I need to do is just talk to this person, and they want to, because their chieftain is a Christian. So they convert. That was that. And then I think on this one, though, let's see here. 6, 2 for the church, 2 for the chieftain, 2 for the relic. Another, we just talk to him again, and we get another conversion. So that is done. The king, though, here in Connacht cannot be yet, because the high king is influenced by him. So I think for her last action, she will move up here to try to work on this one next time. And she does have 1 free build per turn, so she's going to make this a level 1 church instead of a level 0 church. And that was good. Back to Columba, who we might make die. We'll see what happens with Columba. Columba is going to have structural collapse. That doesn't sound good. Structural collapse. Poor construction could occur even in the Dark Ages. Well, yeah, right. Okay. If there is a church in the area you are in, remove it. No, sorry, that's the red. Orange. Select 1 church on the map and remove it. Any saints lose 1 zeal if a church is removed from their area. I think we're fine to remove this one up here, because we already converted everybody there. Actually, that could be helpful to have that level 2 church back. Okay. Nobody's up there either. That could be devastating in a multiplayer game, but not now. So we still have 4 action points, even though he's lost 2 zeal. And so he's going to study 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And is that the best thing? Because that would be, let's see, 6, 7, -1, 2, 3. No, that's not the best thing. So what should we do? No, he's not going to study 3 times. He's going to move 1. And then he's going to study 2 times. And then he's going to debate this druid. And so this 2 -2 is automatic success. The druid is removed. And he has a free build. And we will put a level 0 church in there. And that is a good turn for somebody that I thought might die soon. So back to the Bridget. We do have another orange event coming up. Gifts of the Holy Spirit. Okay, Gifts of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit moves believers to help with the conversion of Ireland. And this is orange. Randomly select 2 available Gifts of the Spirit cards and place 1 of them with your saved cards. Keeper cards, I'm assuming that means. Select 2 available Gift of the Spirit cards. Place 1 of them with your saved card. Saved? I don't know what saved cards. Saved cards. +1 to all converts. You can remove a dolmen for an action, move to any other island for one action. At any time you place this card in Scotland, Strathclyde, or England after its turn pegging, remove it to cancel the effect of any one card later drawn from that place. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. And +1 to convert leaders. Let's do that one. Which one do I think I'll keep the convert leaders. And then we'll just set this one to the side because I can't really use that. Because I already have 3. Okay. So 4 actions for Bridget. Bridget is going to try to study 3 times and convert this 3 + 4 this here. So okay, so 3 + 4 is 7. There's a level 1 church. You know, she's got a free action, so she's going to turn this to a level 2 church. And just do that. Yep. So 7 minus 2 plus the 1 plus she's going to study 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3. So anything but a 1, and we can convert this chieftain here. We got 3. We converted the chieftain, who is a 0. He was incredibly stubborn, but that makes sense. Okay, and back to Columba. Oh my, I've been playing for almost 2 hours. Well, we'll see how this goes. Gifts of the Spirit. Neil becomes a famous High King of Ireland. Neil of the 9 hostages. Remove the High King. Okay, let's see what it was. It was a +3, so that's kind of bad. The Chief of Northern O'Neill moves to the High King. Okay, so the Chief of Northern O'Neill. Where's Chief? Oh, right here. Which is, we already know, is kind of agnostic person. So that's okay. Place a new chief on Northern O'Neill. Okay, so we have a -2 over here. But the good thing is now the High King, when I go against any of the other kings, is not going to add any negative effects to me. So that's interesting. Okay. Still get 4 action points. So the king is affected by the High King and the worst thing in the province, which is a dolmen. If I go over here, the worst thing in the province is nothing. So I could go here, just do a -2, and then work on the chieftain, and then work on the people after that. So actually, I'm going to do a free build first, because he has that ability. And then we're going to go against the king, which is a 2. And then, okay, so just thematically, we're down here. 2. And we're going to study there. And or evangelize, prepare. We're preparing is what it's called. And 0 here, and let me just make sure I'm doing that right against the king, because we haven't really done those. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I should be able to do that, and that means that right now, if I studied one more time, this is just auto. I think I'm going to do that, and and then it takes 1 action to do it. I will do it. And he's a +3, which is fantastic because now I can try against this. Oh, and we had the +1 there. So I didn't really need to prepare, but I did. Again, I'm not going to change it. I think he's out of action points. I'm happy with that though, because that's a +3. And now we're gonna go back to over here. Well, we have to see what the new event is, but we know it's going to be blue, so I like that. And the blue one is remove. Oh, okay. Irish armies led by the king are defeated in Southern Ireland. Attack from England. Remove the king of Munster, which is no. That's the one we just got. That's the one we just got. Okay, so king of Munster is removed. And remove from Oganacht the chief and 1 people. Okay, so that king is gone. So remove the chief and 1 people and replace with pagan people, of course. This place has been giving me the hardest time in this particular game, the southern area down here. And okay, replace with new paint. Any saints lose 1 zeal if a flock is removed from their area. They're not there, so we put a new chief out here. We need a new or do they just not get replaced? Oh, replaced with pagan people. Yeah, that's right. So actually this had a -4. Should come up here to be the king of Munster. I think that's okay. So the -4. I don't know what was on the other side of that. Goes there. Of course, they cause trouble. All right, that was that. I'm going to stick with what I said I was going to do. So this is -4 or 4. She has 4 actions. And we have a +2 and a +2. Well, let's see here. In area. So we have a +2 and a +2 is 4. So it's automatic. I guess maybe I should move over here first. So that's an action point. Move over here, +2, +2, and then it's automatic. This is now a Christian king, and he is just kind of agnostic. He's a 0. All right. That took another action point, and then she's gonna move. I think she wants to come help down here, so she's gonna move down here. Take her free build action to help out with this, and then I don't know. We probably need to move. Well, let's see here, we have a 2. It's a 4. This king is a 4. I don't think we want to do that. So we could go against 6 minus 2 is 4. Now we could go here, which would be a 5 minus is 3. Plus the 1. Yeah, she'll try that for the last action. Okay, so here we have a 3 plus the 2 is a 5. This is the level 2 church, brings it down to 3. She's got a innate ability of +1, so we'll take it down to the 2, and we'll try it for her last action. Oh, she also has the +1 to convert leaders. So that actually, let's try that on that one. See, 6 minus 2 minus the 1. That's not great. So I'm gonna wait on that. Actually, she's gonna come over here next. But okay, so let's go with the 2. 3 or higher. She got a 6, so this person is converted. That's the end of her turn. Back here, go here this way. Invasion from England. Remove the King of Munster again. Irish armies led by the King of Munster defeated in Munster. Okay. This time it's a yellow though. Remove from Ogonock the chief, 3 people, replaced with new pagan people, the church, and 1 relic. Oh no. Okay, the relic, that +3 relic is gone. Any saints lose 1 zeal for each flock, and church removed from their area. Okay, so no saints are here, but the church is gone, and the chief is gone. There's a new chief at 3. A new. Oh, that. Sorry, the -2 kings would have gone up here. Switch those with pagan. And how many people? 3 people. Wow. 3 people get replaced with 3 different pagan people. Oh, wow. A 4, a 5, and a 5. That's everything that I've done there has been erased and made worse. Okay. Well, it's Columba's turn. And Columba is going to yeah, we're at the hardest place in the game probably. So Columba is going to try to go here because we have a 4 king. So he'll go 4 and he will prepare to bring it down 1 and prepare to bring it down another and prepare 1 more to bring it down to a 1. So he can't fail, but he can not succeed. All right, he did succeed though. So we flip that. The King of Munster is a +4. That's fantastic. That really sets up next turn well for Brigid. And back to Brigid. But the problem is we're going to have an orange event and then a red event. But major attack from England. Irish armies from all of Eastern Ireland, led by the High King, are defeated. Remove the kings of Munster and Leinster. Remove from Lagan and Osrage the chief, 2 people, and the church. Any saints lose 1 zeal for each flock, and church removed from their area. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it in terms of like, let's say that the game ends here because it's getting late for me. My brain is getting slower. I need to find out a couple questions I had. Come back. I will probably be playing this again. Hopefully I can make it faster. I'm really enjoying this game though. So let's see if we ended it here, because let's say the paganism, we know this is going to start moving faster. It's only 3 steps away from ending, but let's see what my score would be. If the game ends +2 for every area with all Christian flock, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 points, which would put me at partial defeat, but +1 for every other area with more than half, which I'm not at. But +1 for a high Christian king, that puts me at 11. I need 2 more points to get to a partial victory. So let's see, +half for each Christian king, 1, 2. So that puts me at 12. +1 if there's a cathedral. That puts me at 13. And -1 for an active dolmen. And -1 for each druid. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that I would be right now I would be failing. But I think I could have gotten rid of this druid and this druid via the things that I have going on. Um, so I think I was close to a partial victory, but definitely not a major victory. But for my first play, I'm enjoying it. I like it. Um, I just my brain is about done after um, 2 hours on a weekday night. So thanks for watching. If you watched, I'll have it on the YouTube channel labeled first playthrough, and hopefully I'll be doing another playthrough soon and playing a little bit quicker, and I will have all the answers to the things that I didn't quite know on this first play. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. If you stopped by and chatted, and let me know in comments later on if you watch this what I missed and what I could have done differently. Happy gaming. See you later.